I'm watching television here in Brookhaven, and this journalist has something very important to say. He said, a giant was seen around the city. If you see him, hide. But what is he talking about? If that were true, there would be soldiers in the city trying to save us. And that is not what is happening. Everyone here is watching television. They are even finding this funny, especially because this looks a lot like a joke. A few hours passed, and now I'm coming here to sleep because I have nothing else to do. I just thought it was funny that everyone here is afraid of a giant that does not even exist. But I was sleeping here. I'm hearing a very strange sound. Okay, I even woke up. I do not know exactly what these sounds are, but I'm looking here through the window. And what is this that is passing by here? This right here is literally a giant monster. Dude, I have never seen a giant this big. I cannot believe the television was right. I'm coming here to watch this. And for some reason, he's coming back. Okay, he cannot see me because the television said that I have to hide in case I see this giant. Dude, just look at his size. He is the size of a building. This is much scarier than it seems. There is only one problem. It looks like he saw me. Okay, I have to hide because you can see that right here there is a giant monster. I really do not know what else to do anymore. This monster is literally here watching my house. But luckily, he decided to leave. I was really very lucky because this was almost my end, and this monster just left. I hope he never comes back again. Everything he did was scary. Big, did you happen to see what happened? A giant monster arrived next to my house, and he almost attacked me. He said, "Even you are lying." Not even Big believes me, but I remember very well that I saw this monster. He was giant, and I saw him with my own eyes. All of this is very strange. So now I am going down here, and now I'm watching the news to see what they are going to say about all of this. I really want to know if more people saw everything that happened. He said, "Today it's going to be very hot." Dude, you have got to be kidding, right? It is not possible that only I saw this tonight. Of everyone who lives here in Brookhaven, I was the only one who saw this giant tonight. This simply cannot be true. So now I'm coming here out front. I'm coming here to talk to the police so they can help me. They must know what to do in a situation like this. I am going to leave my car here in front, parked illegally. I'm coming here to report what I saw. I'm telling the police officer everything I saw. Look, I swear this is true. So even he stood up here. He said, "So you were telling me that you saw a giant?" That was exactly it. He is much scarier than he seems. And now even he is laughing at me. So this other police officer arrived here and is writing about this. So this other police officer is looking at him. He said, "Are you serious that you are going to write what he said? What a waste of time." Now even this police officer is looking at him. He said, "All reports are taken seriously. You have to write down everything I'm saying because I really saw a giant. He was much stranger than he seems. He was giant and he even saw me." He really is writing about this while his friend is laughing. He really thinks this is a joke. Now a few hours have passed. He really is helping me a lot because no person wanted to help me like this. He said, "I forwarded your report to the soldiers. Thank you for telling everything." So now I am leaving here. But now this police officer is coming here. Okay, I do not know what happened, but he is getting here even armed. "Officer, tell me what I did. I literally just left the police station. I did not commit any crime." He said, "I am going to fine you for parking incorrectly." Are you serious? I'm pretty sure you are getting revenge. I just received this fine because I parked in a prohibited place. Just know that this is very unfair. So now I'm going back home, but I'm going back more scared than ever because I can find this monster at any moment. And even Bob's cousin left here. He said, "Do you want to hunt the monster?" But of course not. Dude, have you ever seen this giant? He is much bigger than you think. There is no way to simply hunt a giant like that. But I came back to the car, and he came here too. Okay, I do not know why you came here in my car, but well, I'm coming back home here. I really live in the worst place of all because this is the most obvious place to be attacked. It is the tallest house of all, which makes this really very dangerous. But I'm watching the news to know everything that is happening, and I also want to know if the giant is nearby. He said, people claim to have seen the giant, but there is still no evidence that he is in the city. So one more person besides me saw this, and Bob's cousin is looking at me, and he said, "I want to see this giant." I guarantee you that you do not want to see this. This giant is much stranger than he seems. But now we are coming here to sleep. He is going to stay in that other room, and I am going to stay here because this is my favorite room, even though that room is much better because the bed is giant. Even so, I prefer this other room because I can see the sky. But there is a very loud sound coming from outside, and this monster appeared again. Okay, I just saw him. I'm watching this. He is much stranger than he seems. Just look at his size. But now he started climbing up here. This is very bad. He is starting to get close to where we live, and he's making a very loud sound. This is much worse than it seems. Even Bob's cousin is seeing this. He just saw this monster for the first time. He said, "Do you want to be my friend?" Dude, do not say that. He is literally a monster. How do you not realize that? And you can see that the monster is right here behind us. He is literally watching us. He is really coming into our house. I have no idea what he is thinking. But now he started destroying my house. Dude, everything is shaking. I cannot believe he's doing this. The light even went out. We have a few seconds to get out, but now I do not know how we are going to get out of here since he is right here in front. Bob's cousin, we are in the worst situation possible. This could not be worse. And you can see that the ceiling is starting to collapse. The ceiling of the house is falling. But now there is a military jet coming here. It just passed by here, and this monster just noticed it. And literally he is coming here after this jet. Just look how strange. He is going there after it. I am lucky that this jet is taking him very far away. This only shows that the soldiers soldiers really know what is happening. We have to get out of here as fast as possible. This is really going to be the end of my house, because everything here is shaking a lot. The ceiling is literally collapsing, and Bob's cousin is looking here directly at my car. Do not tell me that you are going to take my car, but he really went there to get it. Dude, the house is going to collapse, but he managed to save my car. Dude, that was close. You can see that my house collapsed, and absolutely nothing was left of my house. But now this soldier is arriving here. He just landed his helicopter and got out. This soldier, you must know more or less what these monsters are, right? So he came closer. He said, of course we know. They are mysteriously appearing across the islands. Wait a second, so you are saying that it is more than one? This cannot be true. He said, there are several, but that monster probably will not come back anymore. This is much worse than it seems. Me and Bob's cousin are going down here to tell people what happened. He said, it was actually a little cool to see this giant. Actually, it was not cool at all. First, I want to talk to Big, who is apparently eating candy. Look, are you going to talk to him? Because, meanwhile, I am going to have to look for some place for us to live. After all, my house was completely destroyed. There has to be some other place for us to live here. There is only one problem. Here in the city there are only big houses, and also houses being built. But there is one house that really caught my attention, which is exactly this bunker. Who could possibly live in a bunker like this? But now this person appeared. Are you serious that you are the owner of this bunker? He said, it's mine. Dude, I need your bunker, because it really can help me a lot. You do not know this, but there is a giant in the city that is really destroying everything. He said, I will only lend it to you if you promise that you will take good care of the bunker. I promise that. I'm getting here to see this bunker. It's in perfect condition. But now I am going to start building a shelter so that everyone in the city can live here. I am going to start by building the beds down here, and you can see that there is a perfect space here. I have never seen a space so perfect to build so many beds here in Brookhaven. And now even he got here. He said, do not tell me that you are running away from the giant that does not even exist. Yes, that is exactly it. I know it seems like a lie, but I saw this monster, and now he is even laughing here. But now I want to watch a little television to know the news. So both of us are watching this, and the journalist is a little more serious. Is he finally going to talk about this giant? He said, attention everyone, there is in fact a giant in the city. Anyone who wants to escape can use the airport planes, which will operate until the end of the day. I told you that this was true, and even so, you did not believe me. And now Bob's cousin got here. How did he know that I was here? And now even Big got here. The two of them really managed to find me. Guys, all of us are going to have to help each other so we can survive. Because, together, I am sure that this is going to work. He said, what if the giant destroys the houses? We are probably going to survive, because we literally live in a bunker. Bob's cousin is the only one who does not understand this. He does not understand that this is very serious. Now a few hours have passed, and Big is building the beds here. Meanwhile, I am making the food. But not everyone here is happy. This guy is feeling really bad. He really is very scared. I think it is normal for this to happen, considering everything that is happening. Okay, we all got the food, and now he is finally coming here. Really, only Big is missing. He just built many beds. There is a red bed, a pink one, and also a green one. I do not know what these colors mean. He said, blue is the boy's bed, and pink is the girl's bed. And what would the green bed be? That is the big mystery. So finally Big is getting here, but now something giant is appearing here. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but from what it looks like, it is a giant. I have never seen someone so giant like this. And now he just jumped here, and now that he fell, everything here is shaking, and now the lights here went out. Everyone is very scared, and now even Big fell on the floor. Okay, I got up, and you can see that the house is starting to collapse. This is much worse than it seems. Everything is going to fall just like what happened to my house. He said, what strange sounds are these? Dude, there is literally a giant jumping. How can you not realize that? I only have one question. Is this house going to survive all of this? Or is it going to collapse like my house? He said, this house is very strong. You can stay calm. I hope you are right, because everything here is shaking a lot, but you can see that many are sleeping. He got to the bed too. All of them are sleeping because of how afraid they are. But meanwhile, I'm watching to see if this house is really going to fall. If I realize that this house is going to fall, I have to get all of them out of here. This monster started walking and is coming down here below, but he really is giant. But now he just jumped again, and now that he hit the ground, everything is shaking. Houses literally just fell, and even Bob's cousin's house ended up being destroyed. This is being much worse than it seems. I think that really the best thing to do is to go down here and simply sleep. Until now I do not know what this green color means. If pink is a bed for girls and blue is a bed for boys, then what is green? So I'm sleeping here, and finally we are in another day, and it looks like the power here has already come back. The two of them are watching television, and Bob's cousin is playing. I wish I could be like Bob's cousin and simply not care about what is happening. He must be much happier. But now I'm coming here to see the news about what is happening to the city. But from what I noticed, this journalist is also in a bunker that must be many kilometers below the ground. He said, the giant is destroying the entire island. Whoever is in a bunker, do not leave it under any circumstances. But how is the city now? He simply did not show it to us. But Bob's cousin is coming here. Dude, you cannot leave here. He really left. I think this is his end. So now the two of them got here. He said, someone has to save him. And why are both of you looking at me? Guys, I cannot do this. They said, we trust you. Okay, I cannot believe this. I really am going to have to leave here. And Bob's cousin is here too. Dude, you have to come back now. But now that we are here, let me see how the city is. Okay, I got closer, and the sky in the city is orange. And you can see that the monster is exactly here. He is much bigger than he seems, but I have have the impression that he's slowly growing. I do not know if this can be true, but he looks bigger than yesterday. He said, if it were true, I would have noticed before you. But of course not. You probably would not even have noticed. There is only one problem. I think he heard us and is coming here. He really is climbing up here. This is much worse than it seems. He destroyed the whole city, but now he just jumped. The two of us are going back here, because now that he hit the ground, everything here is shaking. He literally just fell to the ground because it is shaking too much. The jumps he makes literally cause earthquakes. All of them are coming down here, and Big is calling me too. Okay, let us go. We really have to survive all these jumps that this giant is making, and now everything is shaking, and I once again just fell to the ground. So he came back here, and he's carrying me to this safer place. The two of us are crouching here to avoid being hit. And what is Bob's cousin doing here? I do not know if it is very smart for him to hide right here. Bob's cousin, you better come here. So he really is coming here. I think we are safer here. I just do not know why. So this monster just left here. Finally, he is leaving the city here, and probably is going to leave us alone for a while. But where is Bob's cousin? From what I am seeing, he is climbing up here, and is leaving the bunker here. You cannot simply leave here. He is going after this monster here. Bob's cousin, do not do that. So he picked up this thing, and he said, you noob, I'm coming here to save him again. Bob's cousin, get out of there. You cannot stay near the monster. And now this monster is looking at him. This is definitely going to be our end. All of this because of Bob's cousin. But this monster keeps leaving here. Luckily, he did not even really hear Bob's cousin. Dude, stop it. I took this item from him. Dude, never do that again. That giant could have destroyed everything. He said, he bothered me. I deserve the right to complain. I know that, but it's better to let him go away, which is exactly what he's doing right now. Finally, he's leaving here. I hope he never comes back, but he's looking back here. He said, what is that? I'm watching this, and this looks like a giant monster. And for the first time in his life, Bob's cousin got scared. Dude, just look at his size. And there's a problem. He's coming after us. We have to get out of here now. But where is Bob's cousin? From what it looks like, he just got this vehicle, and he's coming here. Dude, I think he accidentally saved us. We have to get out of here as fast as possible, or he's going to catch up to us. And you can see that this monster really is giant. I've never seen a monster so giant like this. Bob's cousin, you cannot keep going straight. So he's going here through the sand, and this monster is taking the shortcut. Dude, let me drive this, because I drive a little better than you, and I'm also a little faster, so I'm running away here as fast as I can. And this monster does not stop chasing us. Dude, luckily I'm way too fast. It will be very hard for him to catch me. We have to get here as fast as possible. There is only one problem. He jumped, and now that he hit the ground, everything is shaking, and my car just got broken. Bob's cousin, we have to get out of here, and we have to hide urgently. We really do not have any more time. The two of us are here, and this giant is getting closer to us. This really is going to be our end. There is no way to escape this giant monster, but now there is a military helicopter arriving here, and it's passing right in front of us. And this giant saw this helicopter, and now he's coming after it. I'm very lucky that the military is helping us. Maybe this way we will be saved. A few days passed, and since then everything is going back to normal. He came to watch television too, and now the news about this giant is appearing. I really hope he never comes back to the city. He said the last giant was removed from the city. Everything should return to normal starting today. You can see that the last giant really did leave here. Luckily, everything worked out, and people are already rebuilding their houses. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, all you have to do is become a member of the channel, and I will add you on Roblox.